Man, it only seemed like yesterday that Darkhawk was introduced to the world, right? That was a great comic back then. But now we have Infinity Countdown, Darkhawk, issue number 1. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review, so you the fans can make a decision on what comic books to buy. Today guys, we're talking about an Infinity Countdown tie-in book, and this is Darkhawk, issue number 1. That's right fans, this book is written by Chris Sims and Chad Bowers, and the artwork is done by Kong Lim. I said that name completely wrong, and I apologize. But nevertheless, the artwork is really well done in this book, especially when it comes to Darkhawk. The armor, everything like that looks really cool. The characters look neat as well. It does have that kind of like that comic book old school feel, and I like that in this particular issue. But again, seeing the Raptors and Darkhawk made the artwork shine in here. So, what did I think about this book? First off, back in the 90s, I was a huge Darkhawk fan, and I loved when Spider-Man teamed up with Chris Powell. So when this came out, or when this was released, and I heard it was a mini-series, I'm like, this is cool because we got the one-shot, now we're having mini-series. Could we get an ongoing once again? So let's talk about this book. Alright, so recapping it a little bit. We are in the Shi'ar outpost, right? And we wind up seeing Richard Rider's brother, Talon-R. He's part of the Raptors, okay? And him and his little cronies are Raptor worshippers, excuse me. And so what happens is he's got these bands that is trying to bring in the real Raptors in to conquer the universe, okay? So when these Raptors come in, they basically kill all his people, and they recruit him to be part of the real Raptors. He's like, well, we were never made to, to be worshipped and whatnot. We were here to take over the universe. So, but they kept Richard Rider's brother alive. So that's cool. So what happens then in the issue is you get the nice little title page, and then you get going back to Earth in Hell's Kitchen, and you get to see Chris Powell, how he's a police officer, how he deals with crime, and recently he just got refitted with the armor. The armor is back to him, the Darkhawk armor and amulet and whatnot, and you get to see him take down these thugs with no problem, But the thing is he's having a hard time controlling his armor, the amulet, what it can do. It's different from last time. So what happens is we run to a couple people in his supporting cast. He's been recruited to this A-team of police officers to destroy supervillains, supernatural villains, all these other creatures and things like that. So as the issue progresses, we wind up seeing Chris go to Project Pegasus. So he gets, excuse me, an analyzation of his particular armor and what it does and what it can't do, because again, he can't control it. And we find out that every single time he uses his armor, his self gets destroyed and it gets replaced with the Darkhawk armor. And then when he goes back to human form, his Darkhawk armor, it gets destroyed and he gets back to human form. So it kind of overwrites itself over and over again. And he kind of can't take it in. He's like, I'm physically getting destroyed each and every time. So what happens now is he gets a distress call from Nova, or actually he gets in contact with Nova, and he finds out that obviously the Raptors are the ones that are coming to destroy the universe, that they're going to come and destroy Earth. And Richard Rider goes to Chris and says, hey, listen, Chris, you know what, dude? Can't help you right now. My brother is a Raptor, and plus we have the Infinity Stones that we're looking for. You're best to stay out of this situation. And he's like, dude, I want to help because the Raptors are going to destroy the universe. He's like, no, I gotta go. So he he like leaves him alone. He's like, I'm out of here. So Richard Rider is gone. So Darkhawk doesn't know what to do. He feels bad for Richard Rider. He's just flying throughout the town as Darkhawk. And next thing you wind up seeing is he gets blasted from... I never even thought this character would make a debut in this book. But it's Death's Head, the galactic bounty hunter. And he's trying to destroy Darkhawk so he can deliver them to the Raptors. It's insane. And so they do this battle, but Darkhawk is pretty much kicking his ass at this point. There's some good comical moments at this point in the book. But by the time we get to the end of this issue, Darkhawk is the one that's actually in control. And he says, you know what? You got a spaceship. Why don't you take me to the Raptors? And now this is his way of getting to the Raptors and trying to make a difference. And that's how the book ends. So what did I think about this particular first issue? I thought it was pretty good. My issue with it is that there's a lot to take in here. And I feel like that you really had to read that one shot maybe 2 months ago to understand really what was going on in this issue. So if you can try to find that one shot digitally, I think you have a better grasp of what's going on. They tried to recap it in this book, but with everything that goes on between Chris Powell's life, the armor, the story that's going on in Infinity, they put a lot on your plate in this particular issue. You almost have to read it twice. And if you're not a Darkhawk fan, you might be kind of lost. So I would reference maybe going back a little bit towards the original series if you're interested in the character. He's a really cool character, and he's got cool powers. And if you like cosmic beings, I mean, this fits in that universe. So I would definitely check this out. It's no way, shape, or form a perfect issue, but I enjoyed it, and hopefully the story progresses nicely. So at the end of the day, I'm going to give this one a 3.75 out of 5 stars. So guys, now it's your turn in the comments below. Tell me what you thought of Darkhawk issue number 1. Are you a fan or are you not a fan? How far back does this go into your history? And guys, as always, thank you so much for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And again, guys, the channel does not work without your help. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Take care, guys. Bye.